Chapter 2. Everyone is different. We will learn likes and dislikes, different qualities, how do babies communicate, differently abled people, Braille Script. Avantika and Suhani are friends. They are given a craft activity at school for which they need to purchase a few things like velvet paper, fripperies, stones, and other decorative items. Avantika bought the black velvet paper, while Suhani bought blue. Avantika liked the stones in round shape, while Suhani liked the stones in square shape. After purchasing all the things, they took rest in a restaurant and ordered for refreshments. Avantika ordered for bread pakoda and cold drink, whereas Suhani ordered for pasta and tomato soup. Though Avantika and Suhani are best friends, but their likes have a great difference. Different people have different likes and dislikes. Likes and dislikes. To a great extent, our likes and dislikes may have been inherited by our parents. They may also be determined partly by our surroundings or environment. Apart from this factor, it can be modified through learning. Our body, to a great extent, adapts to its surroundings. Our senses are the means by which we tell what is happening around us. Each of our senses responds to a particular kind of stimulus. Stimulus is something that makes these senses to respond. A bad odor disturbs our sense of smell, which tells us to cover our nose and protects us from the foul smell. An aroma coming from cooked food again disturbs our sense of smell. This makes us crave to eat the food. Our culture and our bringing up also have great impact on our likings and dislikings. For example, the people who are vegetarian do not like the smell of non-vegetarian food like egg, meat, or fish. On the other hand, this kind of smell is an aroma for those people who eat non-vegetarian food. Different qualities. Despite all the similarities, each of our family members or friends is unique in himself or herself. If we carefully examine our relatives and friends, we find that there are a lot of differences in them. Some members are very active in games and sports, while others are in cooking or painting. Some members may have good sense of humor, while some may have good handwriting. Some members are skilled at organizing festivals and celebrations, while others like to remain seclusion. Some members are fashionable and wear the latest clothes, while others are conservative in their approach. How do babies communicate? Unable to do anything for themselves, babies rely on someone else to provide them with food, warmth, and comfort they need. Crying is a baby's way of communicating one of those needs. Babies have different cries to represent their different needs. It is the parents who understand whether the baby is crying for milk or wants to be cuddled. Differently abled people. As all people grow, they learn how to walk, talk, and read. However, there are some unfortunate people who are incapacitated from normal activities of life. Some of them cannot walk. Some of them cannot listen. Some of them cannot talk. Some of them cannot see. Such people may have lost their normal capacity as a result of a disease or injury, or sometimes they may be incapacitated from birth itself. We call such persons physically challenged people. It has been seen that the physically challenged people have some unique quality. So, we prefer to call them differently abled people. The Government of India has been proactive in terms of empowering the differently abled people. Several schemes and acts have been framed to ensure that they have plenty of opportunities to become self-reliant. The government provides aids and appliances, scholarships, monetary benefits, and reservation in government jobs. This endeavor overcomes the restrictions imposed by their condition and helps them to lead a normal, self-reliant life. As citizens, we also need to be sensitive towards the needs of the differently abled persons. We should provide them the opportunity to live with dignity by removing all barriers that prevent them. Braille Script. People who are blind read books written in special script called Braille. It is a writing system which enables blind and partially sighted people to read and write through touch. It is a script of raised dots, where all letters are made up to 1 to 6 dots. It was invented by Louis Braille, a French teacher of the blind. Helen Keller, an inspiration. Helen Keller was an American author and lecturer. She was the first deaf-blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree. She was not born blind and deaf. When she was 19 months old, she contracted an illness. This illness did not last for a particularly long time and left her deaf and blind. Helen's doctor put her parents in touch with Alexander Graham Bell, who was working with deaf children at the time. Bell advised them to contact the Perkins Institute for the Blind. Her parents held the meeting with the school director. The director asked a former student, Annie Sullivan, to become Keller's instructor. Annie Sullivan taught Helen to communicate by spelling words into her hand. She also taught Helen to touch a speaker's lips to understand what was being said. Later, Helen learned to read books with the help of Braille. Helen's writing have inspired many differently abled people to overcome their difficulties. Knowledge window. The Indian movie Tare Zameen Par brought learning disabilities under the spotlight and concealed parents about how they should react to children exhibiting such disabilities. Quick review. All of us have our own set of likes and dislikes which make us unique. Our senses are the means by which we tell what is happening all around us. Our culture and our bringing up also have great effect on our likings and dislikings. Crying is a baby's way of communicating one of those needs. The physically challenged people have some unique quality, so we prefer to call them differently abled people. The government provides aids and appliances, scholarships, monetary benefits, and reservation in government jobs to differently abled people. Braille is a writing system which enables blind and partially sighted people to read and write through touch. Helen Keller was an American author and lecturer who was the first deaf-blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree.